Hello and welcome to today's video, Munich vlog day 2. I don't even know if it's a vlog, but just a recap on the League of Its Own event yesterday. Was hoping to stay for the after party. That was my intention. The day before I was going to stay for the after party yesterday, but couldn't due to my phone dying. It was down pretty low, about 25% or so. And at the end of the day, it got to a point where I was like, shit, I need my phone to be able to get back to the hotel. So I had to bail so I could find my way home. And I did, clearly, which is what matters most. The whole Duolingo level 7 part is real tough when you don't have your phone. You don't have the eSIM, you're pretty much fucked. And if I recall, the later I stayed, the worse off the bus situation was going to become. So it would have been doable with the phone like it was the night before, but without the phone, I don't know if I would have been able to pull it off. So I had to bail right after the games. I was like, okay, I made it this far, but this phone ain't going to last. So that's the unfortunate part of the night. Hopefully didn't lose out on any moments and things like that. But what are you going to do? So as far as the League of Its Own is concerned, great event. I mean, I know I made a tweet about, this is something that makes me believe that the West can be economically viable in some way, shape, or form. The fact that you're able to sell out a 12,500 seat arena for a for fun event that's literally a for fun event. And with that's, I think last year I talked a lot, I don't even want to say I talked a lot of shit about this event, but I did say all the results meant nothing. And to me, still, they really don't mean all that much in the grand scheme of anything. So G2 beating T1 is pretty irrelevant to me, outside of the fact that I will say the 3 matches that I watched that I gave a lot of credence to were KC, Los Ratones, G2 KC, and G2 T1, because those 3 we have teams that we're going to see play each other throughout the season. Obviously, KC, Los Ratones we're going to see in G2 KC in a couple months, and then hopefully G2 T1 for their organization's sake, and maybe First Stand or MSI World, etc. So those were important to me. We could see by the draft, especially in game 2. No, not game 2. Well, yeah, KC Los Ratones. They took it seriously. That was a real game. And, this whole notion, well, we didn't want to. No, the draft indicated a serious, a want to be serious. Now, what happened in the game is what happened. But the draft, in my opinion, kind of created hey, this is a real game situation. And that was nice to see after game 1, where it was really, truly for fun. G2 taking all those 80 carries out. I mean, obviously it is, in the end, an exhibition. So that was a thing. G2 KC, obviously a very messy game. There's something, too, to be said. KC are playing without Busio, without Kana, and then even without Yike in their first game. And, I mean, there was a diffy there. I feel like Tau in top lane, he's not ready. I mean, statistically, I'd have to look closer because I don't watch Academy, but I just don't think he was ready. Yukino isn't ready. And Prime, I mean, he's playing for his life. On that Blitzcrank when he was playing for his career, in my opinion. Not because he's not going to play right now, but that, hey, he's got to take every opportunity he can. And he did quite well, I thought. Out of the 3, I would say he played the best out of the 3 non-regular KC players. And Camilo played, but then I'm high on Camilo. I thought he was good last season, so even in the games he played yesterday, I thought he played quite well. Against G2, I thought he was their best player. Callista, I think, took it. He got caught out a few times, and maybe he didn't care all that much. But I thought Camilo played like he. I think he shouldn't. I think he is LEC level. I don't think he should be in tier 2, but that's regardless. So that's the thing. And then T1 playing their games. I mean, obviously the NNO games were for fun, and they put on a great show. And the last game between T1 and Los Ratones obviously was a for fun as well. And it made it enjoyable, and you could see T1 enjoying themselves. And I mean, maybe that is nice for them to actually play games that don't matter all that much, and they're able to just kind of say fuck it and, get paid and kind of just hang out. So on the grander scheme, circling back to the fact that this was a sold out event, I've got to imagine that they come out ahead. Red Bull comes out ahead, League of Their Own comes out ahead. So I don't know how much the tickets were. I didn't have to buy one. I know when I made my post on Twitter, David Shynock made a response about how the goal in North America is to do this. And theoretically, I'm kind of caught in a situation like, it's nice, but I also would wonder what more players and teams would think about having to move week to week to different areas to play games. Or if you do 2 days where you have, hey, we're going to go to, for instance, New York City, 5 best of ones on Saturday, 5 best of ones on Sunday, or you're doing 3 best of 3s on Saturday, 2 best of 3s on Sunday, something to that effect. But to rent out an arena for 2 days, or even a smaller venue, a 5,000 seat venue, for example, for 2 days might be costly. I mean, I was talking to somebody about it a couple days ago. I was talking to, I think it might have been Odo, just talking about how much things cost and people not really realizing how much it costs. And it's true. As somebody that did go to college for management of sports teams, but also facilities and events, etc., I have a grasp and understanding of just how much it costs just to leave lights on, just to have security, the insurances that take place for that, the food, the engineering. That, hell, I'm an engineer. To heat the fucking place is going to cost money. To air condition a venue is going to cost money. And you got to wonder, do the North American fans have the regional pride to pay for those tickets to sell that out? Here, they sell it out. For a for-fun event that means fuck all, they sold out. So, can North America do that? I don't know. There's not enough pride for the teams that are there, in my opinion, because it's so clean. It's so clean and proper, the way the teams approach the game. And I've said this for a very long time, in that the teams do not do a very good job of the marketing of their players and encouraging their players to market themselves. They do a terrible job, in my opinion. They're absolutely fucking awful at it. And that's in part why the region is dying, in my opinion. Because you see Brazil doing very well because they have fucking personality and people want to root for players because there's charisma there, where in North America it's really not a thing. So, you look at LEC, I feel like a lot of people support their players, they support their teams, regional pride. In North America, it almost has to become like a college NCAA atmosphere or something for it to work. So, I mean, that has to happen. I mean, cost-wise, I don't think North American fans will want to pay maybe $50 for a ticket to go to a league event, which is unfortunate. But that would probably be the cost. And a lot of people say, well, Riot's $1 billion company. Fuck them. I've never been I'm not the eat the rich type. I don't believe I would like the rich to spend their money in a more charitable manner, in a manner that would make everybody else's lives easier. But I also don't feel like people should be obligated, and companies should be obligated to just risk money and shit it down the drain. Usually if you have a cancer, you cut it out. So that's kind of the way I look at it. So the only way to improve it is to actually fucking support the team. So seeing this event, I just don't know if North America can pull it off. I'm not an NA fan. I just live in NA, and I just look at it and I say to myself, do people actually want to support this? And I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. With the teams the way they are, I don't think so. Until there's some pizzazz in there, there's really not, like, the thing is, like, I have no hype for any of the teams. It's just, you have built that. You have built that. So you made your bed. Now you sleep in it, and hopefully you can, I don't know, wake up feeling better. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube supporter. And hope to see you again tomorrow.